Shout outs to
Lulu's Holistic.
All right, for the finest in organic skincare products.
And more.
Yo, the drink I get to and more. You don't Lulu's. You don't know, so you can always use our code. This is where the pointing comes in.
Yeah.
The Fix. All right, use the code to get 10% off your next purchase from Lulu's. So that's code the Fix. All right, you can also hit up the link in the description of every video that we post to get that discount. Shout out Lulu's. Also, big ups to Sharp Cut Barbers for the sharpest of cuts.
They're pretty sharp.
Hit up Sharp Cut Barbers located at 9 Brunstraff Square. Steve, big up your damn self.
Yeah.
Alright, you don't know, so you can follow him right there. So, how you manage like to wear so much hats now?
Yeah.
Before it was like, it seemed like it was mainly singing, and now whole heap of different hats you have to wear. Like how you manage through.
Well, that's my
balance.
thing. That's my thing. And I think, my thing has always been about, and we spoke about it last time, that multi-potentialite thing. It's about wearing many hats. Part of me functioning is juggling a lot of things at once. It's part of how I feel fulfilled. And so, some days are easier than others, and some days I'm like, okay, I need to take that off of the plate. Like I don't need to do that anymore.
Oh, okay.
And some days I'm just, figuring it out like everybody else. But I like being able to do a few different things at once. I've never been the type of person who's like, this is what I'm doing. That's what I have to do.
Right.
This is what I'm focused on. Forever.
Which one
Dun, dun, dun.
you enjoy doing the most? Like
That's
what are
hard
the
for me to answer.
podcasts, the YouTube.
Right now, I'm loving the YouTube. That's the most recent thing I'm doing. I've discovered I'm an editor.
Let's
Hire
start
me,
about
the
it.
Fix. Hire me.
I
joke.
I'm asking you to hire me as the editor.
So you
But
film and you edit.
I film and I edit
so
and we post.
when can I help you?
Yeah, he wants to learn as well, but I just happen to be a lot more savvy and quick when it comes to like certain things like that. Like I've always loved gadgets, and I realize that when I look back now, I've always wanted to do a vlog for about 8 years. And so I've always been documenting in that way. And so it gave me a chance to play around with things on my phone like iMovie. So I didn't come into it like totally blind. I kind of had an idea of how to stick two clips together. It's not, rocket science. But so I just take on that part of it as well, and Wayne is really great with getting footage, and, we talk about things like thumbnails and,
right.
But for the most
On
part.
the stage though?
Pardon?
On the stage, the thumbnail though? Like the pictures them for the thumbnails?
No, we don't. We
Like
just
one,
we
two,
pull.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, now we're doing this for this thumbnail.
Maybe we'll get there, but we just pull from a clip. I just found that to be the easiest thing, and I realized with
Works.
vlogging,
It does.
if you're pumping out 4 videos a week, you're finding the easiest way to do certain things.
Yes.
And which is
Have to.
why I chose this style of putting it out there, because I knew that I didn't have to go looking for content. It was around me every day.
So how often do you post?
4 times a week.
4 times a week.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Why Alan? Why so much?
You mean why so little? There are people who do
What?
daily
That's
vlogs.
true.
Yeah.
That is true.
So you have to remember, we don't do like a podcast sit down. We are literally documenting our lives.
Yeah,
Right.
process, yeah.
And so I was an avid watcher, still am, of vlogs, of what I do. And I love vlogs. I kind of dropped off over the last few years. I haven't been able to watch that many, but it's something I always found very interesting. Like I've seen people literally go from being just dating to now married with like 4 picnic. And you know what I mean? And I feel like, oh my goodness, I saw their kids grow up online, which is kind of crazy. But I always knew that I liked when people shared in that way. There was something really real about that and authentic. And I love the people who don't just do pranks or, like I love that they let us into their lives. And so when I decided to do this, I said to Wayne, we're either going to go there or we aren't, because I don't want to stage anything. I want to capture, I want to document.
And you're already doing that with your Instagram before.
Thank you.
Because that's what I was gonna say. What motivated you to start the YouTube channel? Because you've been on Snapchat, then it moved to IG stories.
Yeah.
A girl been following up because you're wrong.
But but that's
it
a good
took you a
point
while to
because
start
I
the
was doing
YouTube.
it on Instagram
Yeah.
anyway. And that was kind of my way of just experimenting with that and feeling that through. And how does it feel to share in this way? How does it feel to hand this over? Because, you know, guys, remember, and I try to tell people this all the time, you're seeing 17 to 20, maybe 25 minutes if you're lucky, of a 24-hour day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not really a big portion of your day. We're probably gone 20 minutes sitting down here. You know what I mean? I'm just saying it's not enough. It's enough to form an opinion, but it's not enough to, at the same time, think you know every detail of everything that happens. But it is what we are willing to share. And I know a lot of people might not understand how we share, why we share. They might even be like, Lord, why didn't I make that? But it's a decision that we are comfortable with and we've made peace with it. And we've decided that we're not sharing in any frivolity. We're actually sharing with some purpose. And even if it's just to show our family as we are, we're good with that.
I know you always had the mindset for like show like real moments, and it was always refreshing. Like even the moments that you'd show on Instagram, like even kids and child rearing and child discipline and things like that. And I always thought it was refreshing to see.
Thank you.
I just want to know how was the transition from that now to the YouTube? How did everybody involved, like the family, take on to the idea?
It was so perfect because now we're all stuck at home.
Yeah,
You know, and that was the real thing. And I said to Wayne, you know, here we are stuck at home. We have to look on each other's face the whole day now. They pick me out for mad way, right? And it was just like I said, this is not a fly-by decision I made, by the way. I've been thinking about doing this for 8 years.
Yeah.
8 years ago, people never even know what a vlog was.
True.
You know, especially in Jamaica, right? And so it's something I've always toyed with, something I was really scared to do. Do I want to even share in that way? Do I, you know, people had approached us about reality shows and I was like, definitely not.
Nope.
And so people say, well, how is this different to a reality show? The big difference is we control what we put out.
That's not scripted.
And it's not,
Right.
it's not,
reality shows
them
are
cause
scripted.
when I say scripted, they say guided reality, which is not real, you know? But everything that you see that we're doing is real. You know what I mean? Like down to not being able to choose a Netflix show. I can't believe that Wayne showed everybody that him dying beard. You see when him go there, so? I say, all right.
Yeah.
You're ready for share now. but it's important that we share. It's important for us and for what we do. We like that. We like to be able to say to another person, you're not alone. Like, it's cool. You're fine.
I think we'll have the conversation off camera. Like it seemed like people watching, you know, it's like them become a part of the family through what you show and what you film and everything till hashtag MTM
family.
Meet the Mitchells and all of the corny intro as well. It's so corny.
Don't hate.
It's so corny.
Don't hate. You know you love it and you watch it like 5 times in a row.
Them just make corny. It just seems so sweet and oh god.
I'm gonna let my superstar sister sing this song.
Oh, wasn't that nice? And so how even that came about was so organic. Like one day Tessa just come with me out there now. That's something I want to show you. I was like, okay, cool. You know, I'm in the middle of like frying 2 eggs. And she was like, just listen to this. And she plays this thing and she was like, man, Wayne did like they had written something or whatever.
Tess and Wayne. I thought it was you and Wayne.
No,
it's
Tess.
singing intro.
Yeah. And then she started to sing it and she was like, this is for your intro. I was like, intro? She goes, yeah, you have to have an intro. Like, I was like, for real. But I never thought about having like an original song. I just thought we're going to use some instrumental from wherever, you know?
Man, would a tree
That's so
musician
cool.
would have in the family? It would
Yeah,
have been
I
a
know.
same wouldn't have created like original
Yes,
intro.
it's true. But I didn't even think about that. But then came along this song, which I just love. And I think it's perfect for us. Corny, maybe not corny. But it's really us, you know? So, yeah, that's how it came about.
It seemed like when I started them emerge from this whole thing now. Atlas.
It's crazy.
People must say need more on YouTube channel.
Atlas is
I you
hilarious.
see, no, that's where I draw the line. Like I cannot do a Atlas YouTube channel.
And then because you have the other kids like the want a channel too.
Yes.
What about my channel?
And I don't know. I mean, I don't understand that. You see, that's the thing. I understood vlogs. I don't understand kid channels where they're, my kids watch those things where it's like, hey, look, we got a new dog.
Yes.
Let's go in. I don't get it. So I wouldn't know what to do with him.
And they get millions of views. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. My kids gave them each 1 million views, I'm sure.
I'm going to start my picnic channel. It's fun. You know?
Do it.
I'm
Me
going
too.
I'm going
Do
to
it.
exploit these kids.
Ah,
There are kids out there to wait to exploit.
you're wicked and stay bad.
No, but even the kids, how have they been taking? It seems like they're really taking on to it.
Well, they're so used to mommy documenting them, right? So like I said, I'm huge on documenting. Like I love to take pictures, videos. Like it's just something I've always loved. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that I don't have many pictures as a kid or any videos.
Me
Like,
too.
yeah, our family never had a camcorder and them something. I don't really know. I don't even know what and you can't think about like your mannerisms or like it's a
Right.
very crazy thing to see yourself as a kid. But and I've seen glimpses of that over the years, but I'm just saying I never really saw that. So it's almost made me obsessed with capturing it.
So that
in some
they
weird
will
ways
have
that
it.
they will see it. So they're used to that, but they don't really, I don't think they get the grand scope of it. I think, if they were to ever go outside one day and somebody was like, hey, Jackson and Atlas, I don't think they'd even think twice about that, because in their world, everybody knows them.
Yeah.
No, there's no stranger coming to our homes. I mean, if mommy's right there and daddy's right there, they're safe.
Right.
So we have to work on the other side of that and teach them that not everybody is your friend or,
Danger.
Yeah, it's a very tricky balance. And it's something that, if I'm honest with you, we're dealing with day by day. You know?
Just imagine.
Yeah.
If I think like them, I'll grow up to resent you. Like,
Maybe.
you show me them underwear about.
Yeah.
When my 18
And then
why you do that?
Yeah, I mean, it's a chance that you take, but Wayne and I are raising our children the best that we can. And we're hoping that, no matter how well you do, you're going to have children who have issues with you, no matter how perfect you are as parents or not. But it's a risk we're willing to take. And I don't expect everybody to understand that. And it's not for everybody, but we don't live our lives for everybody. And that's the place that we're at. And we're building a tribe and a community around the people who support that. If it's not for you, it's not for you. That's cool. I am not ice cream. I cannot make everybody happy.
I'm not gonna be your favorite flavor.
But do you have those people that comment like, it seems like it's overwhelmingly positive?
It is.
reaction?
I tell you what, YouTube has surprised me. I used to think YouTube was a mean place.
Based on our experience, it is.
No.
It mostly is.
Still is.
well, maybe under this video, but even our video even our last meeting together,
Yeah, it was
it was
the energy and,
overwhelmingly wonderful.
Yeah.
And I really truly believe that, sometimes what you bring to something, you get back out of it. But this was beyond anything that we could have expected. And
Do you have any fears going into it?
of course.
And challenges.
Yeah, man. I mean, the fears are real. Some days I'm like, what are we doing? That's just being honest. Like some days it's like, what am I doing here? But the truth is that, you see, when you're doing something that you think people might not get or don't get, sorry. It's easy for you to be silenced and not do anything that you want to do. So I've always wanted to do this. And people, family members, friends find it strange, over the years. Not even now. It's now that it's done. They're like, actually,
And I'm
it's
seeing
kind of
the
cool.
work.
I see that
Yeah.
you're thoughtful about it. You're not just putting any and anything out there. They get it. But you can imagine explaining it to them. They're like, huh? Because their yardstick for it is reality shows.
Yeah.
Which that's really something else.
I'm not sure,
Oh my God,
like,
you
know?
guys trying to be like
going
a
at this
Kardashian.
location, they're
Right.
talking,
Right.
and talk about what they
Right.
happened before. And, oh my God, I couldn't
Yeah.
believe what she was doing. Ah.
Yeah. So, you know, of course, there are the fares going into it. We don't know where it's going to end up. But like I keep saying, I said this last time, we're riding it till the wheels fall off because we actually enjoy it. And we're just detaching any judgment from that and just saying, hey, we enjoy it. Is that so bad that like we enjoy doing this in this way and sharing in that way? You know, I don't see it to be any different to like what I was doing on Instagram, like you said, you know,
because
you just get extra.
yeah,
basically it's like through it is like it's a sort of guide to people who may be going through the same things, like and them don't really know how to manage, and them say, oh, you deal with things. I'm sure the life not always perfect because you could have presented that perfect front if you wanted to.
But then we would have been done in 2 seconds because that can't last very long. You know,
it's just authentic.
Yeah. We're just showing up as we are, and you know, I mean, that's exactly what we did the last time we sat down with you. We just, that was our intention, to show up as we are, and it now go be for everybody, and that's all right. But who it is for, come. You know, and take what you will from it, learn what you will from it, laugh with us, cry with us, whatever it is. But it's what we've chosen to share. You know, at the end of the day. And I mean, we're talking about real stuff, man. You saw how I touched that shit. We're talking about real shit, man.
We could hold out for too long.
We're talking about real shit.
Get it out.
But, you know, something as a simple conversation, as Wayne saying the other day, yo, when you go boss me, Tammy, like that's a real thing people go through. But nobody wants to talk about how much sex they're not having because we're all supposed to be doing it all the time. Yeah. But it's not true. You get what I'm saying?
Especially as they get older, I imagine.
I did say this, man. I did say this me. I'm confused.
I'm just saying.
No, well, it's the longer and longer you've been together. Like so many things.
Even though the older a woman gets, like when we father, that's when they really want say, yo, easy number, don't have enough sex in my lifetime.
We're opening up that conversation and the reality of it might not be everybody's reality, but it's like, and we're not doing it in a way that is going to be like off-putting or stressful to somebody. Like, we're just having this conversation.
It's relatable. It's humorous.
It is.
Yeah, that's where it comes out.
Yeah. Thank you.
Is there anything that you possibly filmed that you left on the cutting room floor and say,
all the time?
Let's not put this out.
All the
Atlas
time.
get doomed upon himself.
But there are some conversations that I'm not ready to share yet either. You get what I'm saying? Which is how I ended up being the editor. You know, I looked into like,
just say, me can manage what I put up.
So we're not gonna put out this
because this is my family at the end of the day.
You have to be
know what I
protective
mean?
of certain things. Yeah.
And so it's important that, you know, some conversations we're not ready to have. It doesn't mean we'll never have it. But there's some conversations we're having in all of this that I'm like, I ain't ready to do that. Even the conversation about what we were just talking about. You see me in the car going, we're not talking about this. Because at that moment in the car, I was not ready to talk about that publicly. But because of how the conversation went, I was like, you know, there's value in this. And so we're sharing with some purpose. We're not sharing to try and get clicks and likes and this and that. I live for the people who write in the comments and go, man, that's the same thing I'm going through. Man, that's exactly what me and my husband spoke about last night. Man, I'm not alone, but glad to see you too. Tammy, your foot bottom dirty. Now I see you look. I see you look for my foot couple times since and that's why I'm not take off the boot.
Not taking off my shoes.
Look here, man.
Shut up.
No, she might have cussed him to take off the shoe. I'm just kidding. But I'm just saying, you know, it is what it is.